Welcome to the Brownsville Minute, a community-conscious conversation and a platform that provides information, wellness, love, and unity all on a digital platform. And our goal is to try to make sure that our community residents are informed, conscious, and that we are connecting the dots on a virtual platform. The Brownsville Minute is designed for everyone. Please join us with the Brownsville Minute. Well, hey there, good people. I am really excited to have you join us today. Welcome to the Brownsville Minute. We are here to provide you with some goodies, some good old information. And I am really excited because, as you know, part of what I believe is really important in how community heals deals specifically in how we are connected civically within our communities. A lot of times we are, attempting to figure out how we can, be supportive within our communities, help our communities grow, become stable. And just one aspect is, at the center, I believe, of a lot of communities, which is the work with the community board. And so I have the distinct pleasure today of welcoming you, one, to the Brownsville Minute, but also having you listen to the Community Board District Manager, Community Board 16, which is pretty much covers Brownsville, Ocean Hill, Brownsville, and neighboring parts of East New York. Just, if you look at the district map, you'll see where the lines cover for Community Board 16. And I'm really excited because the district manager in Community Board 16, I feel, is a historian. And there is a lot of information that can be learned when we tap into those who have a good sense of history and how we can embed those key things from history into our current state. And so when I think about, the center or part of the nucleus that exists within most communities, specifically Community Board 16, I think of the district manager, Ms. Green. So I want to say welcome to our Community Board 16 district manager. We're going to do a deep dive into, the role of what it means to be on a community board, and specifically the role of the district manager and more. And you also, if you're looking to become civically engaged, this is one of the, what I say, easiest and most important ways that you can get involved with your community. So enough about me. Let's bring on the Community Board 16 District Manager, Ms. Greene-Walker. Hi, Ms. Green.
Good morning, Anita. How are you?
I'm doing really good, thank you. How you doing? Good. So great to have you on the Brownsville Minute. So great.
Thank you.
So we are going to jump right in and talk specifically about, just tell us a little bit about who you are, you know, and what the role of the district manager entails.
Okay. I have been the district manager of Community Board 16 since 1993. So it's been a few years. The district manager and the staff of the Community Board are here to assist the board members who are primarily volunteers in the execution of their responsibilities. We are the administrative arm of the community board. We take care of the day-to-day operations of the community board office.
And so that's great because what I hope you all heard is that when you are a member of the community board, that is not a paid position, and that there are paid staff members that help to support the ongoing goals, vision, and also mission of the local community board structure. So, what is your role as the district manager? More in depth.
Okay, as a district manager, I work closely with the community board. One of my responsibilities is to monitor on a daily basis the delivery of city services, coordinate them to make certain that we here in Ocean Hill-Brownsville are receiving our fair share of municipal services. And that includes anything from um, garbage collection by the Department of Sanitation, filling of potholes by the Department of Transportation, street light outages, you name it, anything that has to do with city services. We are
And so,
considered like the local 311 of
yeah.
the community.
So it sounds like you have to have really deep ties and relations with the city agencies. Like you have to know, how to get things done in order to have, greater impact or fill the needs within the community, correct?
Yes, absolutely. One of my responsibilities is also to chair the district service cabinet, which is comprised of the various city agencies such as sanitation, parks, transportation, you name it. And we meet on a monthly basis, with the exception of July and August when the board is on recess. And we discuss and I advocate for certain services on behalf of the community, and the agencies are responsible for delivering the services.
So I'm curious. Now this is me being curious. Why did you get or how did you get your start as the district manager?
Uh, well, some years ago, a friend of mine asked me to join her at a community board meeting.
Hmm.
And I attended the meeting, and they did not have a secretary at the time. And she asked me to take minutes, and I just became involved from there,
Hmm.
volunteering with the community board and taking its minutes. And an opportunity became available eventually on the staff of the community board, and I was hired.
Great. And so as I started to mention, I know that this role has been very significant and important, in that you've seen the various changes that have happened within the community. What type of resources can one discover? So if a community resident wanted to call or to make a complaint, what are the additional resources that one can find if we wanted to tap into the community board?
Um, Well, the community board has an array of resources available to the community. Um, we are able to direct you, for instance, if you are interested in developing a vacant lot in the community. Um, we can direct you to the agency that has jurisdiction. Generally, it's Department of Housing Preservation or the Department of General Services. Um, in terms of knowing what the zoning for the particular area is, we can assist you with that by directing you to the Department of City Planning, which has a jurisdiction over zoning matters in the community.
And also, what I wanted to do a follow up is regarding the in addition to the resources. So I do know that whenever there are community board meetings, that there is an extensive list of um, grant opportunities that are placed. If you read, that is, you have to read the minutes, because I was the person that would read the minutes. And
Mhm.
also throughout the when you attend the board when we were attending the board meetings in person, there was the meeting minutes were very detailed, and so I would always read through what happened, what transpired. Being a part of the board at the time, I had to know specifically what I was voting for. But also there was a section that was full of community resource. When I mean full, anything from
Mhm.
business opportunities, grant opportunities, if there are any jobs that existed, educational resources. So what I know is when I was reading, and it's important to read this information, that it was full of resources, and that was how I found out
Mhm.
about, what the community board was, even though I
Okay, what you're referencing also is the part of the district manager's report. On a monthly basis, I prepare what is called a district manager's report, and it includes different resources available, such as grant opportunities, job opportunities that come from various organizations, agencies in the city of New York that I compile on a monthly basis and share with the community through the district manager's report.
yeah, so it's full of information and resource. And as a follow-up, if what are some of the um because I know that you oftentimes receive a number of, as you mentioned, like complaints about, what goes on within the community. Are there any good reports that you often receive on a regular basis regarding what's going on within the community that you can share?
Uh, yes. Services being provided by other community-based organizations that you might not be aware of on a general basis. I also include that information in my district manager's report. Um, Organizations such as Elite Learners, the Youth Design Center that has opportunities available for young adults. And these are, again, agencies that you might not be aware of just by traveling throughout the district. So, by my sharing this with the greater community, you can connect with these services better.
And so, and thinking about what that looks like, um, how could one become active within a community board?
Well, the community board is also structured into committees. We have presently 13 committees dealing with different subjects relating to parks and recreation, sanitation, transportation, and you don't need to be a member of the community board to participate in committee meetings. The committee meetings are open to the public. Uh, Unfortunately, due to COVID, we've been meeting online, and so we welcome the participation of uh, any community resident. And you don't necessarily need to be a community resident as well. You can work in the community or have a professional interest in the community to participate in the community meetings.
That's how I got started. I
Okay,
used to bring
great.
my little person there to the meetings, but I would always also come to the board meetings as well. And so
Yes.
you mentioned about the committee meetings and also the board meetings. So
Hmm.
I understood that in order to be active, you do not need to be a member of the community board in order to be active within your committee and
Correct.
community. And so when it comes to the board itself, that lends to what per se, meaning that voting, you know, executive director, I'm sorry, not executive director, but
Mhm.
chairperson, etc. What does that look like for members of the community board?
Okay, the community board members are appointed by the borough president of Brooklyn. They serve for a 2-year term, and the terms are staggered, meaning half of the membership term expire in a given year. And to vote on matters before the community board, you must be a member of the board. You can participate in the discussions without being a member of the board, but to have a formal vote, you must be a board member.
And that is really great information to pass along. So just more curious questions. If someone wanted to work or be an intern within the community board, are there opportunities available for youth participation?
Yes, yes, there are. Um, Again, the various committees are in need of assistance, especially the Education and Youth Services Planning Committee, um, where we look for our youth in that instance to provide uh, information to help to assist the committee in formulating its mission. And its mission, of course, is to assist and provide services for the young people of the community. So we need to hear the voices of the young people to help validate what resources are needed.
Mm. And so in wrapping up, two questions. What is the greatest need right now of the community board, if there are any?
Um, well, I would say I would say technical assistance again because of COVID. We've been forced into um, a a video uh, situation, and not everyone is uh, technically savvy on the use of the different video equipment. So beginning in the fall, with the restart of our community board meetings, depending on the level of COVID, we might be doing a hybrid meeting wherein a certain portion of the community board will be in person while others will be connecting remotely. So we definitely need assistance with our technical equipment.
And how often and when are the community board meetings held?
We meet monthly, except during July and August. Our meetings are on the fourth Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m.
Awesome. And so, how would, if someone was interested in being connected or being involved with the community board, what are some of the easier ways that they can reach out to your office?
They can call us at 718-385-0323, or they can visit the Community Board office at 444 Thomas S. Boylan Street. We're in room 103.
Is it advisable now, since we're in this space of virtual, that they call and make an appointment?
Excuse me. We would prefer that they call in advance. Yes.
Okay, awesome. And so we are at Miss Green, the end of our interview, but I always like to ask these one-word rapid-fire questions just to make it fun. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite borough?
Brooklyn, of course.
Okay, so yes, Brooklyn. What do you do in your downtime?
I like to read, and when I get downtime, I have a subscription to a couple magazines, as well as novels that I read.
What do you do for self-care these days?
Oh, I recently joined a fitness class. So on Saturdays, I'm going to learn yoga.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. My daughter does that, and it taught me very quickly that I need to do more work.
Oh, okay.
I need to do more work. What is your favorite exercise?
Oh, I would say walking. Just walking, taking leisurely walks most of the times.
Do you appreciate pizza or burgers?
Pizza,
Smoothies or ice cream?
smoothies.
And final question, and this is never one word. What is the legacy that you would like to see that you leave within the community that you're now serving?
That while I served as the district manager of Community Board 16, I did my best to help those in need of services. I advocated on their behalf with the various city agencies to resolve their their complaints, and hopefully that has led to a better quality of life for everyone.
Final thoughts?
Uh, Final thoughts. Uh, it's always a pleasure uh, helping folks, knowing that you have made a difference in their lives, um, and working with the different agencies, connecting the people to the resources that the agencies provide has been most gratifying. When again, you know that you can um, have a better quality of life by so doing.
And on that note, Ms. Green, I want to say thank you
You're
so much
welcome.
for taking time out of your schedule to, just have us dive into what your role is, your important role with this within the community. I want to say I just appreciate you and thank you for taking time out of your busy, busy, busy schedule. So,
Thank you.
all right. So long, Ms. Green.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. And so there you have it. We have the one of the historians within our community. If you are looking to become a member of the community board within the five boroughs, make sure that you reach out to your borough president or your city council member. For Brooklyn, you can contact the Brooklyn Borough President's Office at 718-802-3700. There are also the applications are also online for each of the boroughs. I know that there are specific deadlines that you have to apply to become a community board member, but I can tell you based on my experience of being a part of Community Board 16 specifically that you become more engaged by your participation. And so there is a huge need for those who are willing to serve. And again, as Ms. Green mentioned, you do not have to be a member of the board. You can join committees and be just as active that way in order to see and support the change that you would like within your community. The Community Board 16 meetings are on the fourth Tuesday of every month. The next meeting, I believe, is in September, think 20 something. But here's the website. You can check out the information for the community board, specifically Community Board 16. There is an announcement page that you can check to stay current with all of the community board um, committees and the updates for what's going on. Community Board 16 also has a Facebook page. So if there's often information that Ms. Green shares, we place that up on the Community Board Facebook page. So it is active and rich with community resources. But you can definitely like, share, and follow Community Board 16 on Facebook. And if you need to reach out to the district manager's office, please email bk16 at cb.nyc.gov, or you can call to make an appointment at 718-385-0323. So, as I mentioned, being active, there's ways that you can be active. This is just one aspect of what you can do within your community. I think that it's a simple way to get involved with what will be your community local advocates. And so, on that note, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out the Brownsville Minute, another episode, a powerful episode that provides information about how and what the community board actually does within your specific area. So, please stay tuned. Spread the word about the Brownsville Minute. If you are looking for additional resources, again, that is the district manager was here today from Community Board 16, sharing all of the resources that are available. And again, when you go to the community board meetings, online, you can find information that is out of the district manager's monthly report and also information related to other resources that are needed within the community. And so stay tuned as to more to come. Please be sure to spread the word that there is active engagement within the community. And it really starts with how we are involved within our community. So I want to thank you again for showing up today. Look forward to seeing you again soon on the Brownsville Minute.